Alright, today we're going to be reviewing all 204 cards of Reign of Jafar. Let's get right to it. So, first we have the Amber cards that I don't believe are going to get any play. Um, remove damage, 1 drop, could have uses, but nothing there. I believe this is a Vanilla Louis, Vanilla Dewey, or Dewey might have an effect. Charlotte LeBeau has Vanilla, Donald Duck, way too high cost. The synergy is not there. The reprint, obviously it's just a reprint, so I put it here. Perdita, I don't think we'll see play unless Steel is overtaking the meta. Calhoun is just an incredibly high cost with almost no reward. Tiana is a victim of its color restriction. I think it's competing with too many spots at the 4 cost, and being uninkable it's just not playable. This guy could have been good, but he can't tank Fox. He only quests for 1. He is inkable, but I would take Prince Philip 05 uninkable every day. There are a bunch of Madrigal characters that got printed. I think Antonio is one of the most interesting. Once during your turn, whenever one of your characters sings a song, you may search your deck for a character card with a cost of 3 or less. That's pretty good. Turn 4, that's after Friends. That's after a lot of songs. And then Alma, once during your turn, whenever one of your characters sings a song, you may ready those characters. Again, an absolutely broken effect when it comes to synergy, especially with Fantastical and Madrigal, and Bruno Madrigal. These two are just in there because they're Madrigal classified, but these two are basically vanilla to me. It's a good shift target, and it's tanky enough. Uh, and then Mirabelle Madrigal, just being able to play it in game 1, especially since you'll likely always have hand advantage in purple. I think all these cards are pretty strong, besides Camilo, um, but pretty impressed at what this deck can do. These are some cards that I thought were kind of odd, and maybe I'm just not understanding fully. Play for 2 lore, that is a lot of lore, but as a 5 cost, I don't know in what deck you really get there every single time. Um, Pluto, it's like a win more card. Pluto is just incredibly high cost with a really bad stat line. It's able to get Sisu'd, which I don't enjoy. The 7 defense is good, but he's not a bodyguard either. While this character has no damage, he gets +2 and gains support. So he does have that redeeming quality of the +2, but the support isn't really needed in this color restriction that he's in, and so I don't really think he'll see anything. It Means no worries was really interesting. I love the Enchanted, but I don't understand for such a high cost song and being uninkable, you get 3 cards from your discard, sure, of your choice and their characters, sure, and you pay 2 less for the next character, the only one next character. It just seems like it just seems incredibly high cost in terms of being uninkable, and the 9 to really pay off. I could see it. I just could not see it be played. Antonio's Jaguar was interesting because you can get that one lore in a Madrigal deck, and he does have a big willpower to survive for Fox the next turn. So I thought he was interesting. So he's not terrible, but again, very situational. There's other cards that do the same that he does, and so these were actions that I thought were actually pretty niche, but could come in handy a lot of the time. Candy Drift is pretty insane. You're self-sacking and taking a draw, which just kind of replaces itself and you always kill anything. Only so much room. A 4 cost action to do Kick Cloud Kicker's job and then get something from your discard. And it takes up your entire turn. Maybe it's just a late game card and I'm not really seeing it. The 2 strength though, maybe if it was just like a raw, like return chosen character and then do the next effect, like that would have been really good. Joey's potential to remove a lot of damage is really interesting. And with the Rapunzel from set 2, that whenever you remove a damage, draw a card. Like the possibility of removing 2 or 3, I mean, it just makes it as good as the legendary Rapunzel. And so Joey is pretty interesting. Again, same exact reason why you play She's Your Person, to remove, potential of 20 damage in a single turn by paying one. It's absolutely insane, and that would mean you're drawing, let's say you have just three bodyguards, you pay one, and then you remove him, and that Rapunzel's on the board, you're drawing three. I think it's crazy. The Nephew's Piggy Bank, it's not mainly for Donald, but its secondary effect, just to exert it, -1 till the start of your next turn. I think it's pretty strong. Clawhauser is kind of the same thing. I don't know when on turn 4 you'd want to sing a 4-cost song. He is tankier, but you have things like Vanessa and Troubadour. You're mainly playing him for this bodyguard, so these are just cards that are kind of niche, but could be like crazily abused. Going into our dual inks of Ruby Am. When this character is banished, you may return another racer character card from your discard to your hand. I do actually enjoy this one, especially because of the King Candy that was printed the set before, that whenever a racer dies, you get to banish. Pretty strong. Wreck-It Ralph. When you play this character, whenever he quests, you may return. It's just too high cost and it's uninkable. It ships for 5, but I don't see a lot of good Wreck-It Ralphs. There is one that was printed that can definitely be teched, but he's just too high cost. Especially if you're playing the other Wreck-It Ralph, where if you like get a princess, you gain 2 lore. I'd rather just play that over this to get 1 lore. So they're niche, but I think King Candy could see play in after rotation, but this guy not so much. But it's hard to say before rotation because of the meta. Our two legendaries, Chief Bogo is actually really interesting. I do enjoy him a lot. He needs to be played for really, really hard. Same thing for Goofy. This is definitely a Ruby Am card. Yeah, a Ruby Amber card, and then I would say Bogo is probably an Amber Steel card for sure. Um, 6 cost is pretty high, but they're both inkable, they're both tech pieces, and they both kind of abuse their effects really hard. So they both definitely have potential. Pretty good legendaries on the Amber side. I think this guy could be played over Pluto. I think he can be played over Lantern. I think whenever he quests, he has a big body. He's uninkable, but you're not playing Pluto and you're not playing Lantern. Big body, just a catalyst for this effect. You go to turn 4, you can play Gaston plus Daisy. It can be aggro, it could be anything. I just think he's kind of good, so you could see play. This song is really good. It's just painting the roses on steroids. Um, Obviously, you're not drawing a card, but if you're singing this twice with Ursula or just singing it raw, you're basically muse bouncing absolutely anything in the game, and you're gonna under the sea absolutely anything. So this card is amazing. It's just really strong. Even just protecting your own stuff. Like if there's a fox on board, fox has 0 until the start of your next turn. Easy as that. Super strong. Card is super strong. Again, you're playing Lantern or you're playing Dewey. You just force this guy out on turn 3 every single time. An insane body, an absolutely insane body, absolutely insane. This card is just really, really, really good. And there are mini mouse shifts that search for characters, and so I think Ruby M will see a lot of play. And I think this card is a 4 of in Ruby M almost every single time. Pua, I just thought was really interesting. It has a good effect. The only thing bad is probably that it's just a 3 cost. If it was a 2 cost, I think I would play this card every single time. Um, but maybe just at 3, and maybe just in a place where you're playing aggro. You may just play it at 4. So honestly, I do enjoy it. It's fine. This guy is kind of weird. I think he's just a victim of his color restriction. If you're playing Lemon Lime, um, you just have other options, and he doesn't really fit the theme of Lemon Lime as the meta stands right now. Obviously, after rotation is a whole different thing. He's pretty strong in himself. He's just a victim to the color restriction. I think Ludwig is probably one of the best cards printed. When you play his character, you basically just have a bare necessities, um, and he goes into your inkwell based on exerted. That is absolutely insane. Um, if he only had his first effect, I would say he's like a 2 of, a maybe 3 of, depending on the deck you're playing. Secondary effect, I mean, it's a 4 of every single time. Absolutely insane card. It's just very good. I mean, it's just very good. I think he is just a victim to the color restriction again, but there are a lot of ways to make that color restriction work. And yeah, I'm hoping to see this guy broken really soon. I think this card is insane, especially in lists that are out and the theory crafting going on. I think this guy could literally end the game probably turn 5, and your opponent can just sit there and watch him turn sideways for a fifth of the game every single turn, which is absolutely insane. A really insane card. I think this card could probably be at 4 every time. Um, all these cards are absolutely insane. Lady being not restricted to lemon lime, the leftmost lady, is insane. She's playable probably in amber amethyst, even I mean any combination. Honestly, I think she could be played at 4. She's really good. This lady is absolutely insane. Whenever you play this character gets +1 turn. That's fine, right? But the thing is, while this character has 3 or more, she gets +2. She's questing for 3, and you have Little Tramp, and you have other 1-drops. She's gonna quest for 3 on probably the very first turn she turns sideways, which is uh, really, really insane. Um, yeah, absolutely insane. I mean, you play a tramp for 1 because of his effect, give her +1. You play a second tramp to give her +2 for the other 2 characters on board, and she's questing for 3 on turn 1. That's absolutely insane. An insane, insane card, and she can take a storm. I mean, that's literally an insane card. Tramp, another just absolutely insane card. During your opponent's turn, whenever one of your characters is banished, you may draw a card. He, just like Lyle and Hades and Shark, he sees B prep. He sees everybody die to B prep. He sees everybody die to Sisu. It's just absolutely insane. This card, this trio is absolutely broken. The shifts are absolutely insane. I love this over Queen. I love this over Robin. The resist 2 is insane. He can sing anything they're going to be playing. Obviously, no whole new world, but that's what you get for questing for 2 and having that resist. Even the little one has a good effect if you have him raw until the next turn. It's just good defense. So I think both cards are applicable throughout the game, and they're good. So another color combination that I actually do want to see broken. I think this puppy is absolutely insane. With Ward, he will not get stormed and he cannot get attacked by Sydney. Another puppy character in play. Basically, every time he turns sideways, he will be at 2. Even if you just play 4 of the vanilla Dalmatians or just play more of him, it's just amazing. I could see him at 4 every single time. Roly, when you play this character, you may put a character card from your discard into your inkwell face down. Just a turn 4 ramp. Um, it's just good. I mean, it's whatever. It's a puppy. Probably at a 2, probably at a 4, depending on how the deck runs. The Perdita, I could see being at 2. When you play this character, you may put all puppy characters cards from your discard into your inkwell face down and exerted. I mean, that's just a lot of cards that could possibly go down. That's why I'm saying at 2. You want to be a late game curve. You're not really playing it on 5, but super good. These are some vanilla Amethyst cards. Um, This guy is interesting. He's inkable and he's a 1/4, right? But he has Vanish, so he's still gonna die to Storm. So you're just storming the first drop. But if they're attacking and if they can't storm, he is pretty insane. So I do kind of feel bad putting him in here, but I just can't see him over other stuff that exists at the moment. This is just incredibly slow. Bad stat line. I mean, you get Challenger, but you're not questing for 2. You're questing for 1. I mean, you're coming out on 4, you're not attacking till 5. And sure, you have a 5 willpower, but there's just other stuff out 4 that just have a lot more value. Again, incredibly slow, can survive Storm, deal 1 damage to chosen character, can get CC'd, brawled, whatever. Is doing 1 damage on turn 4. I'd rather have it sing Storm and do things like that, so it's whatever. Abu was interesting. He's an illusion, so I understand it. Whenever this character quests, gain lore equal to the lore of an opposing chosen character. It could be really good, depending on the meta, if there's like, um, you know, this and that. But a lot of the big questers are currently like warded and stuff, so I don't really see it going off a lot. I could see it into like red blue, like the Sisu. but just really niche. I wouldn't play it more than two. Magicka, when you play this character, you may return another character of yours to your hand to draw a card. That's from the board, so you're losing your board presence. It's uninkable at 5. No shift. I just don't like it. Vanilla. Move 1 damage counter on turn 3. It could be good, but uninkable. You're competing with a lot of other cards in Amethyst that do better in that slot and later. Well, you have a character named Hades. What Hades is there? Probably just Blurple. Um, I don't really see it. Crazy stat line, sure, but unless somebody breaks it, it's not going to be that good. This card could have been good. I think if he was a 1/3, he'd be insane. But as a 1/2, he's kind of weak. And there's not a lot of rush cards unless you're playing Croquet Mallet immediately. Sure, he could steal like some crazy picks, but I don't enjoy it that much. But he is there. I mean, he could be good, but and then Force Duel, I do understand it and what it's trying to do, but at 5 cost, it's just too much. Just some other like straight up vanilla cards. The two legendaries. When you play this character, gain 1 lore. When an opponent plays a character, return this card to your hand. I do actually enjoy this Bambi. I think it could be good. I think there's combos. I think in Amethyst Steel it could be really good. I think in Amber Amethyst it could be really good. I think in a lot of matches it could just be really good. Probably only at 2 though. I don't think you'd run more. Maybe even at 1. You're just trying to steal a game. Pinocchio. You once during your turn, whenever you ready this card, you may draw a card. I understand, but only once? Only once during your turn? I don't really enjoy it. He is evasive, which is nice. He has a big body too. Quest for 2. If it wasn't restricted to once, I think he'd be a staple, 100%, and like a Amber Amethyst, like just Sven and stuff like that. But maybe you can only proc him once. So I guess, yeah, maybe just abusing him once. Maybe he is good. In Blurple, this guy can just absolutely end the game. Um, there's a lot of things that can just exert in Blurple, and yeah, this guy could probably just clear an entire board, which is absolutely insane. So, pretty insane. I love these cards. I love Wrong Lever. Return a chosen card, a character, to their player's hand. Put card name, pull the lever from your discard. On the bottom of your deck, put chosen character on the bottom. So it's either you basically banish that character or you put it to their hand, basically raw for 3. Very, very good. I mean, very good. Choose 1, draw 2 cards, each opponent chooses and discards. Basically just to hypnotize with a secondary effect. So obviously we'll get played over hypnotize in green purple discard. Absolutely insane card. I like it. Yuzma is just here because of the synergies. I don't think she'd get played. She's 6 and uninkable. Maybe at 1, but I can't see it being played more than 1. Just way too niche, and you require both cards, basically, or 1 card to be in the graveyard already. So, these cards would have to be played for, and Madamum doesn't have a good shift target. So, not much to it. I mean, they have good effects, but obviously you need a deck that kind of runs on an engine with them to be used. They're not bad cards by any means, but, you know, they just need something else. I think this card is really good and can be used independently. When you play this character, you may deal 2 damage to another chosen character and give that character a challenger +1. And when this character is banished in a challenge, I mean, it could have like 3 damage or 2 damage or something. This is like a late game card. This could be like even your shark. Like they're trying to bait your shark into doing something. Like okay, sure, he's gonna kill it, and then when he's banished, I just get him back to my hand and then I replay him. Like it's pretty good. I mean, it's actually really good. I mean, Tech Dat 2, maybe even Tech Dat 3, depending on the meta again. If you're playing tanky characters and they have some damage, like you can just get it back. You can play Maui and like Maui, normal Maui, and kill something. It'll go back to your hand. Then you play Maui again and kill something else. Like in the late game, this Gothel is really good independently, so it's pretty good. Up to 2 chosen characters can't ready at the search and draw a card. It's basically a free Big Elsa. Um, really good. I mean, in Ruby Amethyst, when you're getting aggroed out by Steel Song, you play this. They can't quest, they can't sing, and you replace the card and keep moving forward. On the play, this means that you probably start smoking them, and on the draw means you stay alive for B prep. So this is actually really good. I do think this will see play probably at 4 in Ruby Am, um, but there's a lot of cards to compete with. So I don't hate this Ana. She shifts for 4, and I don't think you actually shift for her. She has support, which is good. And whenever this character quests, if you have a character named Elsa, you may draw a card. There's a lot of Elsas in this game and in Blurple, so you know, could be played. I do think this gets set up for a board wipe in a lot of games. And yeah, pretty self-explanatory. It is pretty good. I think you'd play this at 1. It's like a grab your sword, but it's inkable. So it's like an inkable grab your sword. So I do actually like this a lot. I think this card's insane. I don't think you actually played for the secondary effect. I think the first effect is already broken. In Blurple, you have so much ink. When you play this item exert chosen opposing character, I mean, that's pretty good. I think just for that first effect, it is very good. And also, if they're trying to dime you to win the game, and yeah, I think this card is really good, actually. I also think this card is really good. Elsa can shift for Big Elsa, so I think we'll see a lot of Big Elsa next set. Pay 1, choose and discard. You can do it multiple times in a turn. Exert chosen character. I mean, the problem was always that you couldn't remove something before quested unless you had Elsa or Hades. You probably don't need to play Hades as no, probably not even at all. I mean, you have Into the Unknown now. Yeah, I mean, Blurple is gonna be insane, 100%. I don't even know why I put this here. Kind of a bad card, but also has fairy synergy. So maybe for the big tank, there are a lot of fairies now. So I just didn't think it was terrible, but yeah. Jafar and the illusion synergies. The Sultan is pretty interesting. Whenever one of your illusion characters quest, exert chosen opposing character, it could definitely lead to some good wipes on board, especially if they have like something like Pete, Scarab, same kind of thing. Illusions are usually have vanish, and so if they're dying, Scarab basically means you're using a high value resource for my low value card that can be recurred. And it's also just grabbing stuff like Cobra and stuff like that's really good. I mean, Scarab is really good. The Sultan could be really good. Um, all these cards are uninkable, which is super unfortunate. Otherwise, I think you'd see these cards at 4 every single time. And then Jafar, whenever this character quests, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card. If an illusion character card is discarded, you may play that character for free. I mean, that effect is absolutely insane. Super good. He doesn't really die easily, and yeah, he quests for 3, so he himself is a strong card, a tanky card with a broken effect. I think he will see play in the first couple weeks, but then I think he'll be answered pretty hard. So, yeah. I actually like this card a lot. When he plays character, chosen character gains Challenger 2. 2-3, quest for 2. Just quest for 1 more than Crab, so maybe a little bit more tempo game rather than like a big like control game. Probably just like tempo, amber, amethyst, like for aggro and stuff. So I don't think the card's bad. I think this card's actually pretty good. Into the Unknown is pretty good. I would say that it didn't have a place in Blurple, but with all the cards that forcefully exert, and your opponent doesn't get to choose when they exert, as in like to challenge your stuff or quest, I do think Into the Unknown is actually a really good card, and we'll definitely see 4 of in every Blurple deck, 100%. I think this card's pretty good. I mean, 3-3, good body, can sync friends. Whenever you play a character, look at the top card of your deck, top or bottom. Just good at filtering. I could see it in Amethyst Steel. I could see it in Amber Amethyst, you know, trying to look for the Rapunzel or a good draw engine. I don't think the card's bad. I don't think the card's good, but it's definitely more playable than everything else. Going into Emerald, I think a lot of these cards are just bad. I mean, you have one drops like Dale that are kind of like Olaf. Sure, the Tipo isn't really that impressive. The other ones are vanilla. Build a Lizard. He's just trying to be Pascal, but it has the requirement of damage. I don't like that. Super slow over here. Dawn Carnage requirement. Otherwise, if he quested for 2, I think he'd be credibly playable, but I don't like it at 4. When you play this character, you may deal 2 damage to a chosen damaged. Again, I don't like it a lot. I could see it in green red or green steel maybe, but like 2 of the requirement of damage is just, I don't know. It's a little annoying, but it's good. Archimedes, I thought the drawback was so bad. I mean, on 3, when you banish an item, you may draw a card, then choose and discard a card. Like, if you could just draw a card, oh, yes, 100%. But you choose and discard, I just like that. So yeah, I mean, they're just all kind of like, meh. I don't think they'd be played. These ones can definitely be played, but they need the correct environment. So, like, this chip is a 4 cost, so he's after Prince John. He's basically just a hypnotize on 4, but he's a body. I would see this in Lemon Lime, Amber Emerald, because of the big Chippendale. Otherwise, I'd rather just play Hypnotize, obviously. Luis is actually pretty fun. He doesn't have Bodyguard, which is bad. I wish Fortisphere was around because in Green Steel he could have been really good. But I understand what he's trying to do, so I don't think he's a terrible card, but I don't think he'd see that much play. Fred is just good because of his big shift target. Banish shows an item. I think it's good. I mean, it's whatever. I think he'll probably see play simply because of the shift. Otherwise, you just kind of play Morph. So, Gadget, I do actually think is pretty good. Deserves to be in the right deck. It's probably going to be green-blue. So, same thing with Basil. Probably a green-blue card, full Bent to My Will deck. And just whenever he quests, chosen opponent discards a card. You have stuff like You Came Back, and in green blue, just completely abusive. So he could be abused, but again, cards that would need something else to make them like really, really good. The legendaries, I am kind of disappointed. These are definitely the weakest legendaries of the set. Whenever this character quests, you may pay 2 to ready another chosen character. I get it for sure, right? So you quest and you ready like a Tinkerbell or you ready something else that quests for like 2 or 3 or 4. You know, you're trying to end the game. So I get it. But a high cost green card. When do you play a high cost green card? Like a discard engine is already and like she doesn't shift or anything, right? So she could be good, but I don't know. And then this one, 2/5. I don't like it being brawlable. I don't like it being seizable. It is Zeusable, and this is on turn 5. That's the reason why you bring up these reasons, like these clear reasons, because you're on turn 5. So on turn 6, if you're on the draw or play, like you're probably going to get answered. Whenever this character quests, chosen opposing character can't quest during their next turn. You're just playing Heffalumps and Woozles. I understand you're a character, but it's just way too slow. I don't think this would ever get played. Raya could be played. It's just yeah. This is definitely the most exciting for me. I think I definitely want to pursue this deck first. Hero Hamada, exert ready chosen Floodborn character. Everything in green blue is Floodborn. It's readied so they can challenge or quest. It's really, really good, and I think he's really tanky too. So those set champs heroes are going to be played. Honey Lemon at 4. Whenever you play a Floodborn character, if you use Shift to play them, you return chosen character to the player's hand. It's just meant to be a mid-range tempo deck. I think Honey Lemon is good on a really late curve. at like 2, but I think you still play Muses. So, I mean, I just think they're good cards. Go Tamago, I mean, absolutely insane. Shifts for 3, 3/3. Um, and then when you play this character, if you shift to play her, you may put chosen character into the player's inkwell based on exerted. It's just to let it go. She's a hero, an inventor, really good. I dislike that she shifts for 4, but her effect is pretty strong. And yeah, I mean, you play her on 4 no matter what, right? And so she's going to sing how far I'll go, etc., etc. So you shift for that effect, and then you get that Floodborn effect, continuously. So whenever you play a character, if you shift to play them, they get +4, a super low cost item. I could see it making play, especially for clearing things. So I do like it. Fred, I think, is probably one of the strongest cards. Whenever this character quests, reveal cards from the top of your deck until you reveal a Floodborn. Put that card into your hand, shuffle the rest into your deck. That is pretty good. 5/6, that is insane. Quest for 3 in, like, I mean, I think you can abuse Fred very, very hard. Some green red. Alice doesn't have that good of a shift target yet. There is a new one that's a 4 cost, so she's meant to come out way later, which I dislike. Whenever this character quests, you do put 1 damage on every single character. So you could quest and play You Came Back and quest again. So you're questing for 4. So it's basically gain 4 lore and, you know, and then pay 2, do 1 damage is really strong. This is just way too niche. Quest for a lot, sure, but you need 5 other characters in play. I do think Alice can be broken though, so pretty good. Uh, Pay 3, give something ward, could be itself, and 3/3. Pretty self-explanatory. This card is really strong, so very good. Jeweled Collar, whenever one of your characters is challenged, you may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down and exerted. Pretty insane. I mean, you play warded characters, they have to challenge you or you quest out, and you get a lot of ink really fast without inking from your hand. So that's pretty good. I do like this card a lot. Walk the Plank, definitely at 1. I do actually enjoy this card a lot. Chosen opponent chooses and discards a card. Chosen character gets +2. Green, red, discard could be very good, like incredibly good. And this is a stepping stone for that. 100%. Whenever you play an action that isn't a song, chosen opponent character gains Reckless. Pretty good. I see a lot of action-based green steel decks anyways. He's a prince, he's a pirate. I do think you could say play in some more tier 2 decks, but still pretty good. Yeah, he's an inkable and he's 2, but there's stuff that gives resist to pirates, etc., etc., so it could be like a late game drop. So I like it. Banish shows an item draw card. Again, action-based decks could abuse it. You're drawing a card, banishing one of their cards. It's fine, you know. Oh, this card is pretty insane. Return up to 2 chosen characters with 3 or less to their player's hands. Compared paired with other cards, this card could easily break the game pretty fast. Pretty fast. Just interesting. Again, a pirate deck could definitely abuse this card. Could be interesting. He could be really good, but when this character is banished, choose 1, put 2 damage counters, resist doesn't count. Banish all opposing items, banish all opposing locations. Again, he is just a 6 cost, so I don't like it that much, but he could be pretty amazing. Could be pretty amazing. This card is insane. Pay 4, gain 2, 3/4 request for 1. Churna Dogs, you probably gain 2 at the end of the game every single time. So this is pretty insane. Whenever this character is challenged, the challenging player may choose and discard a card. If they don't, you gain 2 lore. Pretty good, by the way, because if you're discarding, you're questing for 3. Like, they're already top decking. They can't discard a card, so you get 5 lore if you turn sideways. That is pretty good. Oh, red was definitely the biggest disappointment. A lot of these cards just don't fit in the current meta and would need like entirely different decks to be played with. So I don't like any of these cards. You can just ask me in the comments why. This card is really good. I could see like I could genuinely see it like quest like Tech Debt 2 or 3. I do think this guy's actually pretty good. This guy's kind of niche. I think Ruby Amber aggro, something like that. He has a crazy stat line. He just gets a quest for 3. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty solid, honestly. Quest for 3, solid stat line. He's just cricky. So, I mean, it's not terrible, right? When he plays character chosen Racer, gets +4. I think it's pretty good. Racer synergy, again. He is a Wrecker Elf, so I could see him being a pretty good shift target. Not my favorite, obviously, but you basically kill anything on board with this guy. So, again, pretty good. The legendaries. Whenever you play a character with 5 or more, you may exert them to gain 2 lore. I think this Tinkerbell is actually a Ruby Sapphire card. I think Ruby Sapphire is going to become a really crazy burn deck, and I think this is the catalyst to do that. Same thing with Lilo. I think it's a Ruby Sapphire card. You have so many actions, you have so much ink. You get to play this for free. That's a 4/4 body questing for 2. Uh, and you get to ready a character that probably quested already that turn or sang something. So you sing, right? You sing How Far I'll Go with Tala or whatever. You sing it, you find something, you play develop, you play another develop, or you play sail. You play this again, right? You ready that Tala, and if you develop or pop or sail into anything that turn, you sing How Far again, right? So, and if you have 2 of these, if you have 2 of these in your hand, you play the first one, right, to ready it, to get that singing effect. And then if you have 3 How Far goes or whatever, right? Maybe you don't, obviously, but if you have another one, you just play another one. Like, what? That's insane, dude. Like, that's this card is pretty good. This card is pretty good. Needs an entire deck built for it, but it is pretty good. This is a lot better than Pegasus. Princess, Hero, Racer, very good. Could possibly blow up a character insanely fast. Pay 1, gain evasive, self-explanatory, inkable, really good. This is just actually pretty good. So 4/6 shifts for 4. Whenever you play another character, they gain rush, reckless, and evasive. That's fine, right? You play Robin, you play Calhoun, you play the Shark, you play Maui. You're always gonna kill whatever you can't kill really fast. You play Scar just to give him evasive. And it's actually a really good card, so I do like this. Exert, chosen character gains rush. Honestly, pretty good. You're also shifting at 4, so he's just a really good shift target for what he is. And his effect in itself could actually be really good. So I don't think he's that bad. I do actually think he's pretty playable, even independently, if the shift didn't exist. So this card's amazing. Wish I got enchanted. Absolutely insane. Because of like Nala and Daisy. I should probably go back and explain that. +3 to your Nala and Daisy to kill anything. That is really, really good. Exert one of your characters, ready chosen character. Again, this could be like instead of pop, right? You open this, you go Tipo, you go Tala, or you go Kita. And now you are double procking Hafars and you're double procking Kita. Just because of this card, because your Tipo is there. So I actually really do like it a lot. This card's pretty good, and it just has a lot more um, like Shark or Sisu, and obviously it's not just that. It could be in Steel. Um, you know, Shark after the Mushu, then exert the Mushu and ready the Shark again, and just get a bunch of Shark value. Like that's pretty insane. Actions that are actually pretty insane. I think these would all be played, except nothing we won't do. The other two would definitely be played in Ruby Saph. Pretty insane. Get an item, ban or something for 6. Dragonfire plus an item. Pretty good. Most everyone's mad here. Gain lore equal to the damage on chosen character, then banish them. You could literally, you could literally slap a Tamatoa for 7 damage with a shark. Get 7 lore and then banish them. That's pretty good. I don't think that's bad, honestly. Maybe like 1 or 2, but it's not bad. Ready all characters for the rest of the turn. They take no damage from challenges. Red Steel could be pretty good. Could be pretty good. I do think so. Pretty useless, all these cards. When it comes to blue, it's just like they're either like really useless and you really can't play them, or they just already have better cards that do the same thing. So, pretty self-explanatory. Super high cost. It's whatever. Vanilla. You don't need this. You have free defense and replacements. Why use this action when you can do something else? Like Coil or the big song that we're going to get to later. Vanilla. Why would I put their item in the inkwell? Like maybe at 2 actually. Nani, Anna, Olaf. Like I don't get it. Radigan is really good. Really, 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 really good. Ward, 7 health. Um, yeah, I mean, you're probably gonna ink. You're probably gonna quest for 4. It's not gonna die, and you're gonna get there. So he's pretty good. I don't know why I don't know why they printed this card at all. Uninkable 3. When you play this, your opponent gets a card into their inkwell from the top of their deck, not their hand. So freeing. You're playing an uninkable 3 drop. All right. A 3/3, sure, whatever. Questing for 2, sure, whatever. At the start of your turn, if he's in your discard, you can choose to discard an inkable card to play his character. Exerted. And then you also give the opponent an ink again. This is like just so troll. I hate this card so much. I could see it being played with like Ink Geyser, but besides that, it's pretty bad. I think he could be played. If you have an ally, just play him, draw a card, another body. You know, something to just like filter the deck. I don't think he's terrible. I don't think he'd be like crazy played, but he's not like unplayable, so I think he's fine. Pretty insane. Um, yeah, pretty self-explanatory. I don't actually think this is that bad. It doesn't say you can't draw. It just says you don't draw like during your turn, but you have pop, you have dock, you have visions, you have whole new world. Like that, this doesn't matter in blue steel. Like skipping your turns draw step does not matter if you're playing resources correctly. This guy's like just absolutely insane. So whatever. I actually do think this guy's pretty good. Whenever one of your allies characters quest, you may remove 2 damage from him. He's a 1/9. Uh, that's insane. Like a 1/9 is absolutely insane. He does cost 6 though, which is the only downside, but pretty insane. I do like this a lot, actually. Jasmine is pretty applicable throughout the entire game. And then she also shifts into this, which is 2/5. Whenever this character quests, look at the top 3, an ally put in your hand. It's pretty good, honestly. So I don't hate this at all. And I think she's just playable in general. And then she's like, okay. So whenever this character quests, you may choose and discard any number of item cards to gain 1 lore for each item card discarded this way. This guy could probably just end a game on himself if you're playing like a crazy item blue red. So honestly, I could see this even into like an Alice curve. Like Like imagine you're questing with Alice the Sailor, and you're pushing like 12, and then you give this guy ward on a drop, and you can just whenever he quests, dude. So you can Alice him, quest for 3, and then get like 2 or 3 more. That's crazy. That's actually kind of insane. Yeah, this guy's pretty good. He's not like crazy, but he has the ability to give every single character support, which is just really good. So I think he's actually pretty good. When you play a Floodborne character on this card, you may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell. Pretty good. So you shift for 4, right, for the new Tamago. You get a free card, and then you get ink yourself, and go 2 more deep. So you get 7. You go to 7 ink. Pretty good. Pretty good. This card is absolutely busted. Like, sing together for 6. So it's either your no, I hate this card, dude. It's either your Tipo and your Tala for a free Sisu board wipe, or it's just your Shark for a free Sisu board wipe, or it's your Tipo and Tala to banish every single vanished character on the board. Oh, this card is so good and inkable. Oh, I hate it. Super good. I like this one a lot. Straight up, straight up 6 cost. This should have been a straight up 6 cost. First of all, that's why this is broken. It's not a straight up 6 cost. Okay. You don't choose the opposing characters. Okay. And it's inkable. And it's blue. That's insane. Down in New Orleans, really good card actually. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may reveal a character, an item, or location. Basically any card of cost 6 or less and play for free. That is super cool, and that is super interesting. I like this card a lot, like a lot, a lot. So I I think this card is super interesting, and I think it will see play. Probably at maybe even 4. I can see decks running this at 4. Uh, it's super good. I like it a lot. I thought these were interesting, and I don't think they're bad, and I don't think they're good, and I think they have a space somewhere, right? Pretty self-explanatory though. They're correct in their costs and their effects. And yeah, I mean, I think they're interesting. So this is just kind of funny. You basically get to put a puppy in your hand every time. I don't think it's crazy playable unless you're playing like a theme deck of literally only puppies. But if there's just a little bit more support for good puppy characters on curve, this could be really good because it basically just means pay 1, draw 1, right? So could be good. Actually just as playable as Hiram, maybe. So 3/4 is pretty good, and then you exert to choose and discard, and then draw 2. So that's very different from it being on board. Like, this is genuinely actually pretty good. So I don't hate it. I really don't. Going into the steel cards, again, super high cost, good stat line and good questing, like blue steel, sure, but there's just other things you'd want to prioritize on that high of a curve. Same thing here, 5/5, whatever. 5 drop, questing for 2, vanilla, like, whatever. Same thing, whatever. While his character is exerted, he gets resist +1, but he doesn't have bodyguards, so I don't actually understand why this card is a card. He's cute, though, I mean, that's for sure. Zipper, not really applicable. Basically vanilla. It's whatever. 5 cost, bro. Like, there's better stuff. There's Pluto. Like, I'd rather just play Pluto. This card, while you have another exerted character in play, this character can't be challenged. Sure, it's good. It requires another exerted character. The other exerted character dies first. This guy gets challenged. It's the same thing if you're going to get board wiped anyways. So, I don't like it. And then Captain Hook reprint. When you play this character and at the start of your turn, you may draw a card and then choose and discard a card. I don't I don't hate it. I mean, it's a good filtering process in terms of like steal. So obviously you're like playing Doc or some of the new cards. +1 for each card in your discard. That's pretty insane. I could see it somewhere. It's gonna be overstated as hell. It's still Zeusable, obviously on turn 6 again. It's just gonna take a. It's just easily, answered. Mickey Mouse, you can think it's bad. Questing for 5 when this character is banished, deal 5 to each character. 10, 10 for 10. Sure, but if this guy gets on board, if this guy's on the board on like turn 3 or 4 to what people want to do to abuse this guy, you're going to lose the game. Because if this guy is on board, you're not. You're not getting away, dude. Like, you are losing so hard if somebody gets this on board for you. Sure, it's very niche, but you're losing to this guy. Um, deal 1 damage with if illusions, like if Vanish is really popular, I can see this like you just kill it, draw a card. It is uninkable, so I don't know if I'd really want to play it. Something more applicable like Fire the Cannons is just better, cost less. So 3 exert, pay 1, chosen character with no damage, gains resist 2. It's whatever. I mean, I could see it being played. It's not crazy, but eh. When he plays a character, you may deal 3 damage. That's insane. For 7, the same reason why I didn't like this card is because this card exists. You'd want to prioritize this every time. You basically just kill something. It's a quest for 3. I don't like the 2 stat line. If it was 3, absolutely broken, you'd probably play it at the top of your curve and blue steel every time. But yeah, he's actually just a good card. During your turn, whenever this character banishes, gain a card, or yeah, draw a card and gain a lore. Honestly, solid. Like, if it goes down, you kind of need to answer it because there's stuff like Crab, um, and it probably kills anything squishy like Amber. So it's honestly a good card. A really good card, honestly. If you have no cards, just a dock, draw until you have 3 cards. So it's pay 3, draw 3 versus the dock, pay 2, draw 2. Otherwise, choose and discard as any number of cards, then draw that many cards. That is pretty good. This into Jafar is also really insane because it's basically just a whole new world after you whole new world for 3. So you could double whole new turn 8 rather than turn 10 or turn 7. Like if you Jafar whole new. Um, yeah, I mean, you just hit this. I mean, you literally just play this, right? Like, it's a very strong card. I don't know why this card got printed, but it is very broken. You can sing this on turn 3. You can avoid yourself. You can make somebody discard their whole hand and then draw 3 cards. It's a very good card. It's a very good card. It's a very good card. Yeah. It's just a very good card. I didn't like it at first, but 4-2, and then you have to hit it kind of in a deck where you don't have actions. It's going to kill whatever it hits. So I don't think he's terrible. I actually do think he's just okay. Again, an illusion. Illusion characters gain Challenger 1. You're a 2-4. So if you're going to use that action, obviously you're going to die, but you're questing for 2. Solid card. Oh, absolutely insane card. When he plays character, exert Princess. Oh, such a good card. Such a good card. Such a good card. Again, super good card. Pay 1, deal 1, and then you have a body that quests for 1. It's actually really solid. I do think it's solid. Another Genie for Lamp. Has evasive during your turn. You have Peter Pan. Super good. I don't know why they printed this card during an opponent's turn. Similar to Lyle, similar to Hades, and the other card we saw. Whenever one of your other characters is banished, gain 1 lore. So pre-B prep turn, you just gain 5 for the 10 daisies they killed, and just win the game. Perfect. Super solid card. Super, 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 super solid card. And yeah, that is the 204 cards of this set.